Hi guys, this is my final iteration, I believe, of my Lightning Arrow Deadeye. Changed a few things around so I could be more tanky and, uh, you know, if I decide to push to 100, I want that to at least be a possible goal. Right now I'm 40% towards level 97, and my only death has been when I was drunk. I don't really even know how I died. I just remember dying and deciding I don't want to play anymore. But yeah, as you saw there, I blinked into delirious mobs, and that was a triple delirious map. Blinked right into them while a breach was going on, and started chunking me. Just spammed one while right clicking, and yeah, they went away, and I lived. It's a very safe build. It's a very safe build. I'm hovering in at around 4100 energy shield and 2000 mana. Those numbers can both go higher. My gear is far from perfect. Uh, let's take a look at skill gems real quick first. Doing lightning arrow, of course, primal armament, martial tempo, ice bite, half inspiration. Lightning rod is for bosses. You just spam your orb of storms and just lightning rod. That's how you kill a boss. Lightning Rod goes with Scatter Shot, Concentrated Effect, Close Combat, and Rising Tempest. For more difficult bosses, you'll want to switch to Cast on Shock, uber endgame bosses, and with that you do Ball Lightning, Deceleration, Impetuous, and Energy Retention. And then the double Heralds, where you have Herald of Thunder with Cold Infusion, Glaciation, Lightning Mastery, Cold Pen, Long Shot, and on Herald of Ice we go Lightning Infusion, Magnified Effect, Conduction, Overcharge, Innervate. Temporalis build, so I'm doing Blink with Ingenuity, Grim Feast, which is a must-have for pretty much any energy shield build. I'm using Mana Remnants. It's good, but don't know if it's optimal because I'm using mana to cast, so I don't really get to have 4k mana. Stay at 2k the whole time. Maybe Clarity and something else. Maybe better. That's something I might tweak with later. As far as the tree goes, I am still using this guy, Controlled Metamorphosis. I switched to large, so it could take shrapnel as well. I don't feel like it's really needed. You can stay with the medium large, and the main reason I switched is because my medium large had chaos resistance enchant on it, and this one has strength. So, and I'll probably remove the shrapnel once I get my level. But yeah, this jewel lets you grab lightning rod and authority, saves you 6 points. Um, and yeah, I did take the Hunter's Talisman so I can be both stun and freeze immune. I don't like the idea of having to log out whenever you freeze. It's annoying. Definitely invested 2 points into that and never looked back. I'm taking Feathered Fletching, but if you don't have projectile speed on your quiver, you shouldn't. I do feel like it's kind of a waste of points, but just the way my quiver is that way, and I don't feel like spending hundreds of divs to replace it. Um, let's see. Yeah. Well, yeah, I do have the Adorned, so that's why I'm using these magic jewels. I will tell you, the Adorned is an amazing upgrade. Even if you're using jewels just like this jewel was giving more DPS than like a 5-mod yellow jewel that I corrupted, that I just sold for 55 divides. So yeah, definitely recommend the Adorned, and just get these 15% quivers, that bonus ones. They're 3 divines for an uncorrupted one, and just corrupt them yourself. It's yeah, it's not as expensive as you may think. For this one, I took against all odds with cold damage and spirit. Solved my spirit problem. Lets me run the auras I need. Can get it on your amulet if you want. Still getting this chunk here. Noted out of these two. When I level, I'm gonna unclick shrapnel and take these two back at 97. This is a very useful node, I think, if you're going chaos inoculation or any, like, energy shield heavy build. It lets your flasks heal energy shield instead of life, which is clutch. Just your typical cold pen, and it's chaos inoculation, of course. The main reason I switched to chaos inoculation was, I had another build that was fairly tanky too that I uploaded, but it did die, and when it died, it was to chaos damage. It happened twice. Both times it was chaos damage. I do not like dying. It's a huge setback. I feel like you lose hours worth of grinding, and it's very demotivating for me. So yeah, I did a completely rebuild, and that's why I put in the chaos inoculation. Grabbed over here these energy shield nodes, more energy shield nodes. I adorned. I went with the 94 breakpoint. You could go with a lower breakpoint. I'm pretty sure that just 15% jewels are better than yellow jewels. Especially, like, even if you're at like a 60-70% adorned. You should look up the breakpoints for sure, though. I know 94 is one, and the one below that I believe is 88, but you probably want to double check that number. Mind over matter. And basically, I haven't died since I switched to this build, except for that one time drunk, and again, I don't know what killed me. Just remember dying. This is very important, the melting maelstrom flask, because you are going to burn your mana, especially if you have plus projectile skills on your quiver and you're going adorned. It's going to stack it up. As you can see, mine is at level 28, doing 152,955 damage in the hideout without any buffing. And yeah, just overall blessed and everything, having a great time. Gear real quick. Just some Hands of Wisdom, which is basically, they might as well remove the glove slot in this game and just give people a Hand of Wisdom unlock at a certain level. I do have a pretty GG ingenuity at 92%, but really you're fine with anything 70 plus. Boots, I just went energy shield mana. Since I'm temporalis, I felt like I didn't really need movement speed, and I'm not regretting not having it. Temporalis build just for that quicker map speed. If you don't have a temporalis, you can just go pure ES chest. You can go ES EV if you want and slip in some EV nodes. You don't really need it. Helm, just high energy shield. I was thinking about using a series to stay. Only problem with that is with the chaos inoculation, if my mana gets too low, I can get one shot. So if you do get a series to stay, make sure you get a very low number bypass energy shield mod. I was using the Syria helm in the beginning, but that's exactly what happened to me. It was a mana drain mob where it has that aura that kills your drains your mana, and it got it to 0 and basically one shot me, and that's when I switched helms. Quiver, this is a pretty GG quiver. I bought it for 40 divine, and I used a whittling on it to get the dex. Rings, I just went for stacking flat damage, and this one's got rarity, but yeah, flat damage, mana, the resistances you need, and then just pair it with ingenuity. And same thing with the amulet. Just stack energy shield, mana, intelligence, and resist. And that's the build, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. And oh yeah, mana on kill is very important for this build. I recommend getting it somewhere. I got it on this bow. It is a pretty good build. I paid 150 divine for this. Now that mirrors are only 300 divines, though, you may be able to find better deals. I think bows should go down in price. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.